I'm not power clashing, I'm quiet clashing. It's like quiet luxury, but not stupid.
Lizzie McGuire, you are an outfit repeater.
As it is currently back to school season and fall is nigh upon us, I can see some leaves falling outside right now. I figured what better time to do another installment of the Style Versus series by comparing dark academia to light academia. Now, many of you guys already know I very much prefer dark academia to light academia, so this won't necessarily be for me to figure out which of the two I prefer more. I already know, but I thought it would be fun to still compare the two and just give you guys some outfit ideas that you can use. So for previous Style Versus videos, I have set it up in 3 rounds comparing the two styles across different scenarios of different formality levels, like going casual to slightly formal. But for this one, I thought it would be more appropriate to do across different weather types. So we're gonna start with warm weather and work our way up to cold weather. Round 1 is our warmest weather, something similar to what I'm experiencing right now. It's been in the high 90s with high humidity all the past week, and I'm not okay. So in the light academia style, this would be something I would wear for those really warm days at the beginning of fall where it's still in the 80s and 90s and you're tired of it. And for warm weather, I usually keep my outfits really simple. If you haven't already noticed, I'm just not that inspired with my clothing in the summertime because it's too hot to wear the stuff that I like. So we're gonna keep it really, really simple. I went with just a really simple off-white little blouse underneath a light plaid mini dress. Now, if I swap this for a darker plaid mini dress, it could very easily switch territory into dark academia. For the shoes, I went with these little, I don't know what you would call them. They're vintage. I thrifted them. Little vintage shoes with a little heel. I'm not sure if I like the sock though. The socks that I wanted to use are currently in the wash. So these are my knee highs. Let me show you it rolled up. So rolled up is fine, but it is giving a little bit too much of a schoolgirl vibe. That's not really what I'm going for. I think it's still cute. The only thing with this is that it's such a bright white compared to the off-white of the blouse. Let me try it with no socks. I don't know, I think no socks is fine too. I just don't like the way it feels. Having socks is definitely more comfortable, but those bright white ones were looking a little bit weird. So no socks is fine too. It's still cute. So I like this combination of the blouse and the dress. I think the shoes, which makes it much preppier, makes it not really me. Personally, I'd be more likely to wear this with my Docs or some other heavier chunky boot just to make it a little bit less preppy. I do prefer preppy with like an edgier element to it, but this combination up top is so cute. The dress is a little bit short though. I definitely need some shorts underneath. So a really cute basic combination that I think would work great for warmer days, and just in general, little off-white or white button downs like this really work great for either light or dark academia. I mean, obviously. And then our dark academia option for still very warm weather is again equally simple, but this time I opted for a black short sleeve button down. This is more of a loose casual fit, and then some little trouser shorts. These I do intend to dye a darker shade of brown. Right now they're just kind of like a bland beige that I don't really like, but the idea is there. And I don't really like any of my boots or Oxfords with this. I think it just feels so summery that I can't not put it with a sandal. I don't know, so I went with the chunky black sandals. I think kind of any basic brown or black sandal would work, you know? These two elements are the more important part. This definitely feels more like the disheveled kind of styling of dark academia that we sometimes see. I mean, I see it done so many different ways. There are so many ways to put your own personal spin on dark academia. Obviously, we have like a more polished and preppy way of doing it, and then there's the more disheveled, I'm up till 4 a.m. every night reading classic literature and scribbling manic thoughts in my notebook after 5 cups of coffee kind of dark academia. So, you know, take your pick. This definitely gives a little bit more of that disheveled look just because of how loose the blouse is. And a perfectly fine outfit. I don't know that I would wear this, maybe just because of how the shorts are right now. After I dye them, we'll see. Maybe I'll like them more. I don't want to give up on these. I love a good trouser style short, but the color needs to be fixed. So, oh, and the pockets are very deep. Cool. Round 2, we're moving on to slightly cooler weather, like for those transitional seasons of fall and spring. This is what I put together for my light academia outfit. It does feel a little bit preppier, almost 60s adjacent, like 60s inspired. And for this one, the knee-high socks actually seem to work because it goes better with the actually white button down. So I guess this would be like a more kind of mod 60s take on light academia. I think it's the vest too, but I did want to make sure that I was leaning into like whites and lighter shades of brown for light academia. Again, it's not my strong suit, but I do kind of like this outfit. So I have just a white button down underneath this little brown sweater vest. I went with a faux suede mini skirt and the same brown vintage heels again. So I think the knee highs are fine. I could also try tights. Yeah, I'm gonna try tights, hold on. Okay, I actually do think I like it better with the tights. Like the knee highs are cute. It just was kind of a lot and again, a bit schoolgirlish. I think I like it better with the tights and I think this is a keeper. I do like this. And that might be because, like I said, it doesn't feel like true light academia. It does feel a little bit 60s inspired, but I really like 60s inspired outfits. So yeah, sorry if you're sitting there screaming at your computer that I got it wrong, but I like this. I think it fits enough. It is enough like light academia for what I have in my closet. And here is one of many options I could put together for a fall or spring weather dark academia outfit. Like I mentioned, this is a style that is very easy for me to pull together within my wardrobe. So really just switching to a darker color palette, I went with a black blouse that has a little ruffle and a tie at the neck. I will not be using the official name for these type of blouses because I am not mature enough. And then like I mentioned with the first round when we had the lighter color plaid dress, just switching to a dark plaid dress completely changes the look. And this one is perfect for colder weather because it is a thicker, warmer material and it has pockets. Keeping the tights again, and then I switched to my chunky Mary Jane shoes. I think the little brown Oxford heels would also work fantastic with this because it would pull from the brown in the dress really nicely, but I just wanted to show you a different shoe option. And these are a little bit more comfortable and I'm slightly more likely to wear these. And this I really like. I definitely could see myself wearing this. So round 2 is pretty much a wash. I like both outfits. It kind of just depends on how I'm feeling on any given day, which one I would rather wear. And finally, onto our last round, the coldest weather, proper sweater weather. This is my light academia outfit, again using the same skirt. Like I said, this is just not my wheelhouse, you know? And I think this is fine, but I couldn't see myself wearing this. So here I went with an off-white sweater. It's very warm, very cozy. You could also go with just a white turtleneck. I thought about doing that for this outfit, but I don't feel like squeezing my face through a turtleneck right now. So sweater it is. And I wanted to illustrate like a proper sweater weather outfit. Still with the tights, although if it was really, really cold, I would go with my fleece line tights. These just look like they're sheer, they're fantastic, they're so warm, but I didn't feel like switching tights right now just to illustrate a point. It looks literally the same as this, but they're just fleece lined. So for proper cold weather, that's what I would do instead of these like really thin sheer ones. Went with some brown boots that I probably will not be keeping because despite all my efforts conditioning them and putting leather lotion on them, they still are as hard as a rock, as hard as a 2-day-old Hardee's biscuit. But some kind of brown boot to again keep that lighter color palette. And of course I had to go with this blazer. This blazer is just staying in my wardrobe forever. It's amazing. Has little elbow patches. Oh, and of course the hat, because why not? I mean, you don't have to wear the hat, but I just think it's better with the hat. I don't know, is this giving a little bit of a 60s vibe again? Maybe it's the skirt, or maybe it's just because of what I have available in my wardrobe. I don't know. So like this is fine. I don't think I would wear it, but I still think it's cute. Okay, let's do the last one. My ears are kind of sticking out weird from this hat, but whatever, we gotta move on. So here's the last outfit, my dark academia option for the coldest weather. Not the coldest weather, but like colder sweater weather. For as many sweaters as I have, there wasn't one that I felt was right for this last outfit. So I did just go with a black sweater vest over a white button down. It's a close approximation. And so again, keeping the color palette darker, instead of a white sweater, I have a black sweater vest. I went with this dark plaid wool skirt. So not only is it a darker plaid, but it is wool, so it's warmer. I could not get away with wearing this in the summer, unfortunately. Again, the tights, if it was very, very cold, I would go with the fleece lined ones. And instead of brown boots, I went with my Docs. I do have some black Roper boots that might make this feel a little bit preppier, but just like with the shoes I went with for the last dark academia outfit, these are just more comfortable and I'm more likely to wear them. For both of these coldest weather outfits, I would just wear a basic wool coat. I have a basic tan one and then I also have a basic black one, but I'm not going to show you that because that's boring. So again, I went with a blazer, but this is a darker green. It has this really lovely velvet detail on the collar. And then again, I went with the hat because why not? I couldn't help myself. I love this hat. And yes, I do have two plaids going on, but they're both subtle enough and dark enough colors that I kind of feel like it works. I'm not power clashing, I'm quiet clashing. It's like quiet luxury, but not stupid. Let's make that a thing. Can we make quiet clashing a thing? Like I don't do like super vibrant, loud patterns and colors. If I'm gonna clash, it's gonna be like in subtle things, in like little details and small patterns. Let's make quiet clashing a thing. Deal? Let's shake on it. Okay, I really wasn't sure where this outfit was going as I was putting it together, but actually seeing it on, I kinda like it more than I thought I would, and I think here's why. It is combining elements of everything that I like in this slightly odd way. Like, I think it works. I feel like it's harmonious, but it still feels a little bit like, huh. Do you know what I mean? Not like a, ooh, I'm so quirky because I wore this outfit, but like it's just, there's something that's a little bit like off, but somehow harmonious at the same time. The boots, like I mentioned in the first round, they kind of bring in that little edgy element that I like to have when I'm gonna dress preppier. But then the blazer is kind of like an English countryside preppy feel. The base of the outfit, the sweater vest over the blouse with the plaid skirt, is kind of your standard dark academia uniform. But then we throw in the hat, which as I've mentioned before is a nod to my winter aesthetic of fisherman's wife or lighthouse keeper's wife. So it's kind of got all these elements from different styles that I like merged together. I don't know, what would you call it? Fisherman punk? Don't know for sure if I would wear this, but I do like it, so I might have to make myself wear it. So again, sorry if you're sitting there screaming at your computer that that's not dark academia. I think it is. It's dark academia with my own personal spin on it, okay? So those are all the outfits I have for you guys today. Let me know in the comments which style you prefer. Also, instead of an emoji today, let me know down in the comments if you're currently in school or what your highest level of education is. Do you have plans to go back to school if you're not in school currently? I'm kind of curious as to the matriculation status of all of you guys. I have a bachelor's in clinical counseling that you'd be surprised how much I use that as an acting teacher. Or maybe you wouldn't, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye! What else was I gonna say? Warmer day. What?